diary. I was at the department store and the bread was on sale. How could that be? My eyes went crazy and I started spontaneously bread shopping. Egg tart, hazelnut financier, and salted caramel madeleines, all on 30% sale. What a nice day to be alive. Welcome to Heart Attack. I'm your DJ Pretty Little Iris. We'll be back after Go by Blackpink. That was Go by Blackpink. You guys are listening to Heart Attack. I'm your DJ Pretty Little Iris. How are we all feeling today? Are we happy, healthy, and hydrated? I feel like a lot of my openings are related to food because it's Dear Diary, but my life only kind of revolves around food. I'm supposed to be telling you guys what I do every day, but most of the time I'm doing everything on repeat. For instance, I'll be eating and I'll be reading. So, yeah. But we never get tired of eating, do we? So yesterday, I had hot pot yesterday. It's been a while. I went on Friday. So I went to hot pot. And you know the worker that is supposed to be in charge of me? It's weird to say in charge because there's really nothing that we do. It's just, I'm just like under his name or whatever as like the customer list. And we are both introverted. I'm introverted, obviously, but I think he's also introverted because I once saw these other customers talk to their people, their workers, and they like know so much about each other. Whereas for me, I'm always kind of like, hi, have a good time, thanks, like, and then I leave, right? But yesterday, I actually got him some jelly from Canada, and I was like, oh, I was traveling, and then I gave it to him, and he asked me, oh, where were you traveling to? And I said, Canada. And then after I said Canada, I didn't really want him to think I was just traveling Canada, so I was like, oh, my birthplace. And he was like, really? So I said, yeah. So that's it. End of story. That's it. And then here's the other thing. I had hot pot, and then I had boba, and I had a mango sago, like mango grapefruit boba. And apparently nowadays it's like a really big trend, I think, in China. 양쯔간루. I don't know what the pinyin is, so I don't know how to like say it, but in Korean we call it 양쯔간루, and apparently it's supposed to be anything. It's like mango and grapefruit, and it's really tasty. So yeah, I had that happen, and then of course I got bread that was on sale. I was really surprised. I've never seen bread on sale at this place before. I was just walking past. It's a place that I know. I've been there, and it said 30% off bread. So I couldn't help but get bread. So I had that this morning, which is a little weird because I don't really have bread that's not made on the day. But I don't know, maybe I'm crumbling because I was like, you know what? Let's forget about the rules. I think this is a bad sign. What else am I going to talk about? Nothing. We'll be back after 사랑이란 건 by 이석훈. 네가 내게 준 사랑이란 건 너무나도 행복해서 불안해져가 네가 쥐어준 사랑이란 건 가득해서 놓칠까봐 두려워지네 잃고 싶지 않은 것들이 점점 더 많아져 너만 있으면 될 것 같아 널 사랑한다는 건 참 많은 것을 바라게 돼 평범한 날들과 아프지 않은 너와 나 널 사랑한다는 건 내 모든 것을 노래하게 언젠가 맞이할 그 마지막까지 반복되는 하루들이 점점 더 소중해져 너와 함께하는 하루니까 널 사랑한다는 건 참 많은 것을 바라게 돼 나란히 걸으며 나누는 작은 대화도 널 사랑한다는 건 내 모든 것을 노래하게 해
사랑해 언젠가 맞이할 그 마지막까지
Arirang.
Arirang.
Radio.
Let's talk about what we do on our show. Today is a Wednesday. In our first hour, we have Heart News, where I read you guys news articles on the hottest things happening in the arts and culture world in Korea. All you have to do is sit back and relax. And then we have our interactive segment, Heart of the Day. I ask you guys a question on our Instagram, so you guys can go and check it out. It happens every Monday to Friday. Today's Heart of the Day was, what song do you play on repeat these days? So you guys can follow our Instagram, which is heartattack_Arirang. And you guys can answer in our Q&As, and I share your answers here together. So if you haven't answered yet, you still have some time. If you want to send me a message, you guys can also do so through our sent message board found on our Arirang Radio website, or you guys can email me at heartattackarirang@gmail.com. If you have any questions, any simple thingies, updates, whatever it is on your mind, if you just want to talk to me, you guys can send it along and I'll be reading them on this show. In hour 2, we have Open Heart, and we are going to be joined by a reoccurring? Is that a right word? We're joined by the band Noah Coast, and they were here last year, May. I just remember this episode specifically because it was the day before my birthday, so in our first hour, you guys did the surprise thing for me, the birthday surprise, and then I remember there was so much cake in the studio, and then I went to do the interview. Today will be calmer than that day. So they're going to be in the studio, and they're also going to be singing live for us. So I hope you guys are excited for the full 2 hours of the show. We're gonna go listen to a song, and once I'm back, we'll get started with Heart News. This is 한 번 더 안녕 by 영재.
도깨비불처럼 빛나던 날들 너와 내가 만든 비밀의 길 미지의 세상 속 우리를 찾아 또 내일처럼 빛나던 날들 너와 내가 만든 비밀의 길 미지의 세상 속 우리를 찾아 또 내일을 향해 한 번 더 안녕 기억해 우리 하늘 아래 별이 지던 까만 밤에 여전히 너는 언제나 그 자리에 있어 두 눈을 감고 그려보는 너 하루가 다르게 빛나가 어느새 흐려진 우리의 발자국 써내려간 이야기 끝엔 어떤 결말이 필요한 걸까 오늘은 웃던 네가 생각나 장난스레 웃던 그 얼굴 그리움이 번져온 가슴에 너는 언제나 내 친구야 도깨비불처럼 빛나던 날들 너와 내가 만들 비밀의 길 미지의 세상 속 우리를 찾아 또 내일을 향해 한
March 4th, Wednesday, here's today's Culture Life News of Korea. This is Heart News. This Wednesday will be mostly sunny nationwide, though the Gangwon East Coast and parts of the Gyeongsang region will remain cloudy. Light snow is expected in the mountains of Gangwon until early morning, with up to 7 centimeters possible in higher elevations. Morning lows will be around 1 degree Celsius in Seoul, 2 degrees Celsius in Gwangju, and 4 degrees Celsius in Busan, while daytime highs will range between 9 and 14 degrees nationwide. With temperature gaps of over 15 degrees in some areas, be mindful of spring colds. Fine dust levels are forecast to be bad in the Seoul metropolitan area and parts of central Korea, while other regions will see good to moderate air quality. Go Master Lee Se-dol will face artificial intelligence once again, 10 years after his historic match against AlphaGo. The match will take place on March 9th at the Four Seasons Hotel in Seoul, the same venue as the 2016 showdown. This time, he will compete against an agentic AI developed by a startup, designed not just to calculate moves, but to understand and respond more like a human. Lee Se-dol made history in 2016 by defeating AlphaGo once in a 5-game series, becoming the only human to claim a victory against the program. BTS will hold a large-scale comeback concert in Gwanghwamun on March 21st, and major nearby landmarks will temporarily close for safety. Gyeongbokgung will shut its gates for the day, while museums and performance venues in the area are adjusting schedules. Up to 260,000 people are expected to gather for the event, which follows the release of BTS's 5th full-length album, Arirang, the day before. This has been Korea's Heart News of the Day. We'll be back after we listen to 2 songs, Dynamite by BTS and Foggy by Sweden 세탁소.
Cause I'm in the stars tonight. So watch me bring the fire, set the night light. Shoes on, get up in the morning, cup of milk, let's rock and roll. Kink out, kick the drum, rolling on like a rolling stone. Sing song when I'm walking home, jump up to the top of the brown. Ding dong, call me on my phone, nice tea, and I'll get my ping pong. This is dead heavy, can't hear the bass, boom, I'm ready. Life is sweet as honey, yeah, this beach chain like money. This go all alone, I'm into that, I'm good to go, I'm diamond, you know I glow. Hey, so let's go. Cause I'm in the stars tonight, so watch me bring the fire, set the night light. Hey, shining through the city with a little funky soul. So when the
것을 알잖아 끝나지 않았던 그 얘기 속에서 조금씩 너를 포기해야 했던 매일이 버거워서 자꾸만 무너져 내가 너의 손길 목소리 장난스러운 표정도 더 이상 나를 향해 있지 않아 어떻게도 할 줄을 몰라서 그냥 며칠을 아프고 있어 아무것도 더는 바라지 않을게 언젠가를 기대했던 그 말들도 조금도 숨기지를 못했었던 매일을 되돌려야 해 내가 널 다 잃기 전에 너의 손길 목소리 장난스러운 표정도 더 이상 나를 향해 있지 않아 어떻게도 할 줄을 몰라서 그냥 며칠을 아프고 있어 너의 손길 목소리 장난스러운 표정도 더 이상 나를 향해 있지 않잖아 너무 많은 기대를 한 거지 내가 그게 널 내게서 밀어내버린 거지 어떻게도 할 줄을 몰라서 난 그냥 며칠을 아프고 있어
Knock knock, what's in your heart today? A question a day to keep your mind awake. This is Heart of the Day.
I want to stay.
We ask you guys a question on our Instagram, heartattack_Arirang. Come give us a follow and check out our number 1, schedule updates, number 2, Heart of the Day uploads on our stories, number 3, random pictures I post, number 4, some Reels content that Hardy has been enjoying uploading. Hardy or the team, whoever's doing it. So yeah, we are going to be talking about music today because I asked you guys, what do you listen to on repeat nowadays? For me, I think I've mentioned this a few times, but I'm not really somebody that listens to music like for leisure. I listen to music for work. So I listen to a lot of the music I have to work on. So I do a lot of monitoring, which means I do have to like focus and listen to music. So when I'm not focusing and when I'm not working, I find myself really enjoying silence, which is why I don't really have music on in the background. I really love silence. But if I were to listen to a song, I have been listening to a lot of classical music recently. So I've been listening to a lot of Tchaikovsky ever since winter. Ever since Nutcracker, I've been listening to a lot of Tchaikovsky. I've been listening to podcasts about the history of Tchaikovsky. So yeah, boring answer. Sorry, not sorry. What else? Oh, I've also been listening to a lot of demos recently that I'm supposed to be working on. So yeah. Let's see what you guys are saying. SB says, Heaven by Taemin. We played it yesterday because you requested it, right? And I mean Waltz with Your Ghost by my number one girly. My mom has been really liking Waltz with Your Ghost. I think it's her favorite song out of mine because when we're in the car, she keeps playing it and I keep turning it off. And then she keeps playing it and then I keep turning it off. Kaladat says, try Rachmaninoff. Rachmaninoff is nice, but sometimes I'm just kind of like, chill, bro. If you know what I mean. Tigger says, none. I randomly select a song out of the 4,968 song playlist and let the shuffle play most of the time. Steven says, Still Believe by, I can't read the artist name because I don't have good eyesight, by the Mike Maranitina. Nice name, Mike. Dracula says Blackpink Champion, Let's With Your Ghost by Pretty. Kevin says Girls Never Die by Triple S and Pookie by 50/50. I have a question. When does the daylight thing end for those of you guys in Europe? When is it 1 hour later for you guys? Isn't it around spring? Because I remember I should say I remember. I just don't like that because it means you guys have to wake up early for me. So I wish it went back soon. Next, Steph says Alex Warren Ordinary. Augie says No Way Back by Enhypen. Steve says This is for all the ladies by Twice and Rude. You know what he said to me? And I was like, by Hearts to Hearts and XOXE by IVE. Hey, I knew like at least one line from all these songs. That's impressive. Robin says Eurowinter by Depth and Odd by Ives Color. Wait, Tigger says it falls back or ends November? November? No, I thought it was November when it started. No, like September. Bahar says last Sunday of March. Yay! So Europe people can come say hi to me more often. Hopefully. Ricky says almost every Michael Jackson song, almost every day. Really? Interesting. Sim Sound says I use 그애 참 싫다 every day on repeat, and of course I'm streaming Waltz with Your Ghost. Dun 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 do 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 do. Last Sunday of October winter time stops me and people in Europe listeners. Yeah, so I hope it's end of March very soon. Imagine it's end of March and Europe people forgot about me. Next, Olga says, you know the answer for this, Iris. Let's with your ghost. Dum, 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 dum. Am I gonna do this for every Waltz with Your Ghost? Benny says for me it's Kim Kwang-jin's Letter and Kim Jo-won songs, Old Soul Benny. Yeppy says, Sungan and Soul's Heavenly Blue. RVN says, not a single song, but I listen to all of JJ's songs quite often. Zenga says, Honestly by Rise and Just Keep Watching by Tate McRae. NTX fan says, Red Heart by NTX. So, is it Jorge? Or is it So Jorge? Sabado Anote. Crash Over Ice says Adrenaline by ATEEZ. We played that a few times here too. Adrenaline, right? I'm always like, so I used to not be updated with new K-pop songs, but now I am because I listen to them all the time on Heart Attack. Also, I just remembered there is a song that's been stuck in my head recently. I mean, it's a pretty popular song, but ever since I just first scrolled upon it, I just think of it so much. Cause I think it's so easy to fall in love. So come give me a call. Da-da-da-da-da. That song I've been listening to a lot. Leon says 404 not found in the system. 404 the new era. I am impressed with how updated I am with the music world. 404 by Kiki, definitely a song that I really like as well. Clara says waltz with your ghost. Irina says I dream of waiting you all day. I'm still not over the song. Really? Aww. And this so well I never saw. Wait, that's not the key, it's too high. Really? Mercy. Let's see. Leah says, I saw ATEEZ last night. Heart Attack definitely keeps me in the loop. I love it. Huh? Is that supposed to be one comment or two comments? I saw ATEEZ last night. Heart Attack definitely keeps me in the loop. Or is it, I saw ATEEZ last night. Heart Attack definitely keeps me in the loop. Wow, that must have been fun. I guess they're in Australia right now then. Let's see. Geek Diggy says, I'm also impressed with how K-poppy you are right now. Well, that's because I am the DJ for Heart Attack. So I have to be K-poppy. Yeah. Leon says, I just made Iris do a cover. What was the song? Was it? Yeah, 404. Thank you for your answers, guys. Let's go listen to a song and I'll be back to read your messages. 이유가 있잖아 by 윤토벤.
널 어디서부터 미워해야 할지 오늘 생각해서 당최 모르겠어서 너 이미 얼굴에 이별을 담고서 굳이 내게 이별이라 하더라 날 몰아세우며 고요히 찢어가며 아픈 말을 뱉는 이 모습도 난 예뻤었는데 내가 전혀 익숙하지 못해 아무 말도 못했던 나를 이해해 언제부터 사랑이 아니었는지 언제부터 이별은 시작된 건지 묻고 싶은 게 너무나 많은데 왜 넌 지금 여기 없는 건지 애초에 떠나지 못할 날 알잖아 그건 네가 제일 잘 알고 있잖아 눈물을 흘리는 날 보지 않는 너는 이유가 있잖아 운명이더라도 그게 나였음 해 이유 없는 너의 이별이란 소재에 그 정도는 나 할 수 있잖아 언제부터 사랑이 아니었는지 언제부터 이별은 시작된 건지 묻고 싶은 게 너무나 많은데 왜 넌 지금 여기 없는 건지 애초에 떠나지 못할 날 알잖아 그건 네가 제일 잘 알고 있는 거잖아 눈물을 흘리는 날 보지 않는 너는 이유가 있잖아
That was 이유가 있잖아 by Yintaben. Let's check out your messages. The first one is from Tigrish. You're saying, "Hey Iris, how are you? My wife wait, how am I? I keep skipping these how are you questions because I assume by the time I read messages, you guys can assume how I am, but maybe you can't. My wife, wait, oh my gosh, look at what I just did. I didn't even answer the question. I moved on to the message. Imagine if I did it again. That would prove my IQ. I'm doing alrighty. My wife asked me how I was today, asking about my shoulder and arm situation. I've been experiencing mild numbness in both arms as well as the usual numbness type feeling in my right thumb and forearm all day, which is what I told her. I also told her I would not be returning to the doctor. Any doctor. For the physical therapy alone, I owe over 1,000 USD. I don't want to look at how much the specialist, the emergency room, or the MRI was. It's too much, regardless. In other news, Everglow just released a new EP, which I was happy to see. Could I please request Code by Everglow? Have a great day. Whenever I watch medical dramas in, like, you know how I'm watching House right now? I always think to myself, is this real? Like, they're doing all these things, and could this be real? Or is that like fantasy because it's just a drama? Yeah, so, you know, at least if everything got better, I would say that, okay, it sucks that it's a lot of money and the cost was huge, but at least if you fix the problem, you know, it's going to be worth it. But because you are mentioning that you have the usual numbness and tight feelings, but one thing for sure, it got better, right? I'm really hoping. And if it does annoy you, I guess we could just think it will get better. And I know that does sound annoying if you feel like you're stuck at a certain process, inside a certain process. But recently, I have been really learning that, you know how people say it's all in the mind? And I hate it when people say that because it's not like I don't try, right? But I am really feeling a lot of that nowadays. I'm feeling it to my skin that it is truly all in the mind. And trust me, guys, I'm gonna be honest. I am always honest. I don't lie here. Unless when I'm saying like, oh, I'm happy when I'm not. But, okay, that sounded like something, okay, that sounded different in my head. But anyway, forget that. Honestly, I am not somebody with a great optimistic positive mentality. Like if something happens, I can't be positive about it. I am the most cynical and negative person you'll ever meet. I try my best to be optimistic and positive on Heart Attack, but guys, let's be real. You call this optimistic and positive? Imagine this is me trying. And now imagine me when I'm off air. Imagine how, wow, I just slapped myself. Imagine how I would act or how I would live. So I know how it feels when people are like, it's all mental, it's all mentality, it's all mindfulness. You gotta. So I know how it feels, but as much as I hate to admit it, I believe it's true. So I think it just sucks for people like me or people like us. If anybody out there is like me, I'm not somebody that can think happily and optimistically in a annoying situation. But you know how I always say this is the one line that always gets me through, because I know you guys are always here. I always say, but at least we're in this together. If you want to be negative and cynical, whatever, we're in this together. We can do it together. Yeah, let's see what you guys are saying. Bahar says it's okay, world needs pessimistic people too. So you know what I think? Something that is really important. I feel like it's really nice to surround yourself with people opposite from you. And for me, I don't like surrounding myself with people, right? So that's where I kind of go downhill. But I always tell myself, I have Heart Attack, I talk to people here, so I don't really need to do it IRL in real life. But yeah, whatever works for you, Tigger Shior. Let's see. Tigger Shior says, it got better, sure, but a pinched nerve could get better without the ridiculous price tag. Yeah, that is true, I guess. And I'm still not back to how I was. I don't see myself as negative. I see myself as a realist. I'm not saying you're negative, but I'm saying anybody could be a little more positive. That's what I think personally. And of course, it's not easy, which is why things happen in the world. But we're here. I hope you know that. Steven says, hi Iris, I always order French toast for lunch while on a road trip with family. What do I even say? It's spring. Wow. Wait, I got distracted. Steve says, Iris also has Hyungwoo for support. Let me rephrase that. You guys have Hyungwoo for support. You know how Hyungwoo says he's not a latte? Do you guys know? Okay, don't tell him I said this, okay? You guys know what the energy is like when we're off air? He's so... Don't tell him I said that. So I choose not to have Hyungwoo for support, but you guys may have him for support because he is our therapist on Tuesdays. Don't tell him I said that, okay? I feel like he gets offended when I say he's older than me. I never said he was old. I said he was older than me, and I felt a sense of offendedness yesterday. So yeah, don't tell him. I'll be on a drive tomorrow. Perhaps I give your music a listen to calm my mind. Even if things get tough, I'll continue to watch Heart Attack. I'm happy. Can I request the song Lilies by Pretty Little Iris? Do we have a picture from Stephen R? Maybe it's a French toast picture? I'm not sure. If it is, it'll be nice because the last time I had French toast was when I was in Vancouver. So yeah. Leon says, but you're telling the whole YouTube. Yeah. I'm telling all of you guys, but I'm not telling Hyungwoo. Here's a picture. It's me. It's Heart Attack and a cute, red outfitted dog. Hey, it's a mini, right? It's the MAC mini. I've been contemplating if I should buy that or not. What do you think, Steven? Should I get it? Yeah, it's the mini. I think the new one is coming out this year, right? Should I get it? Rian says, but then again, the entire nation is listening. Wait, Ryan Deary. Am I saying that right? Hi! Is this the first comment you posted? Or did you change your username? Are you new? You should stay if you're new. Whenever I see new usernames, I always say, you should stay. So introduce yourself. Are you new? We'll be back after Code by Everglow and Lilies by Pretty Little Iris.
Take it from your time to blow. Yeah, what's up, vibe? What's up, vibe? Take some DNA. Make it bad. Oh my god. Baby got no vaccine. Seem to hell like savage. Stop it, stop it. 사진은 logic. 접근해 your private. Expand, expand it. Yeah. 잠든 사포 속 터진 밤. depression. 복잡한 방금 pose, pose. Get one best inside your heart. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it, this is how we done. Drop it like it's hot. Getting wild, wild. We got that cold down that rough. Oh, we're so more. I'll make a glitch in your brain. Get a black code. Kitty, 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 kitty. Brush your core. 몰랐던 너게 원해. 너리 그녀는 walk the stick. But up to the no resist. Never ever gonna resist. Nobody can lose. 남들 건널 쉽진 뻔 마치 Discord. 고민은 쾌감 knocking your back. 번호 알고리즘 다 터져 봐. 라라라라. 버릇들 속에 갇힌 그 맥커핀. 라라라라. Babe, oh my god, you can't control it. 잠든 세포 속 터진 밤 같은 액션. 복잡하단 건 puzzle, puzzle. 느껴 beast inside your heart. Kick, kick, kill the code. Kitty, 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 kitty. Crush your core. 몰랐던 너게 원해. 너리 그녀는 walk the stick. But up to the no resist. Never ever gonna resist. Body's getting loose. They cut it. We kill it. Get to the paradigm 마치 virus. Cold right, 이제 lose your control. Put your code, we got your password. Kill the code. Kitty, 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 kitty. Approach your core. 몰랐던 너게 원해. 너리 그녀는 walk the stick. But up to the no resist. Never ever gonna resist. The body getting loose, yeah.
I was watching under the sun. Your eyes are matching the colors of the sky. What's going on your mind, girl? As you're listening to my lies, you're my best buddy. That's what I'd like. We could be lilies along with other paths, but lilies die in spring. So we will die in spring. I will lie, so we never know the truth. So we're never waiting by those rabbits near the pond, refusing every hint I could say. But through you I see a very pretty me. What's going on your mind, girl? 'Cause I'm listening to your lies. You always wonder why I don't talk about your face anymore. It's hard to keep at it, so don't question what's so obvious. I will lie, so we never know
Download the Arirang Radio application.
Type in
ARIRANG.
Arirang Radio on your app store.
Download it and listen to
Arirang Radio.
88.7 in Jeju City.
88.1 in Seogwipo City.
101.9 in the Daejeong area.
Tune in, Arirang Radio.
It is time for us to move on to hour 2, but I just wanted to let you guys know we do need weekend messages. So if you haven't sent one yet, please send in one so I could start recording tomorrow. It's time for Open Heart. I'll be back with band Noah Coast. They have been here last year, May, and we're going to get musical with some live shows. So see you very soon. This is Deep Inside by Nell.
난 네 생각에 불삼아 잠들지만 꿈에서 맞춰 우린 아파 내 마음 깊은 곳엔 항상 너란 비가 내리고 있고 또 날 울려 애처롭게 널 떠나보내야 했던 정성 맞은 기억은